New Sk8Star interview. I believe this is like Skate's first interview. I don't think I've ever seen a full in-depth interview from Sk8Star. And it is via KTO. I didn't see any promotion or any lead up to this. This randomly kind of came up. But let's see it. I'm very excited for this. I'm a big fan of Skate.
A lot of people wasn't really like.
I've been a fan of Skate for a very long time. If y'all don't know, I did interview Sk8Star back in 2024, I think. It was at some show with him, Dior Southside, and like a whole bunch of underground rappers were at.
Especially like.
And yeah, he's been going up since crazy. I've known him before that. I don't know him, but I've known of his music before. Like.
A lot of.
So it's dope to see him get his flowers because he's always been cold.
It was like egoed out, but that was also prime like opium popping out time. So everyone felt like goddamn. Yeah. I gotta go like this. I gotta go mysterious. I was like, damn. It was a big moment for me around that time because that's when I realized like.
Oh, let me change this webcam.
You kind of gotta just do this shit yourself.
Bro, that should be good. Also, you like the new socials? Like the new socials?
This video is powerful.
Do they look good or not?
Let's get it.
Y Sucks 08, Designer Junkie, Richie Beats. Oh yeah, I want to know how he met Richie because I don't think he's ever spoke on that. They're straight, but shout out Arshawn.
We're watching KTL right now, chilling here in New York at a bar. With my guy Sk8Star. What's up, bro?
What's up, my brother?
You good?
I just told Richie we were.
I'm chilling. I just got back from Chicago. My flight was yesterday. Got delayed like.
Yeah, those are nice glasses.
5 times.
I like Skate swag. He got good swag.
Out there.
I was gonna say it's like nice to meet you, but then I realized like there actually was one time that I met you for like 10 seconds.
Really?
I don't know if you remember. This was like
Yeah,
back
really?
when I think you were like shopping, trying to get like a deal, and I was at Atlantic Records, and it was like you, Dior, Southside.
Teasers.
I think so.
I think I remember that. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, so it's so crazy knowing like where you are now. What do you remember back from like that time and like where you're at in your career?
Like I'm still very hungry, but around then it was like up in the air. We didn't know.
You could definitely hear Skate's hunger within that like single run he was on, and then just the whole project.
Super.
What was it, like last year? About like, early this year then?
Just wanting to figure this shit out. Around that time period, and I think I'm figuring it out. It's a big difference from back then to now. That was probably like what, last year?
Yeah, something like that.
It's a bit. I've matured a lot.
Man, I gotta.
You could see it within the evolution of his music for sure.
If you look everywhere online,
honestly, just
like,
in everything.
It literally says you're from
visuals, all that.
Like you were born there and then you moved to Atlanta.
Bro, that shit's so crazy, bro. I don't even know where that story came from, bro.
So that's not real.
It's like it's not. Yeah.
What?
I don't know who came up with that, bro. Like I couldn't tell you where the story came from.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought he was on some 21 Savage type stuff. I dead thought he was. He's not from the UK.
Wait, people were saying he was British?
Yeah, I mean that was a big part of his branding. Like,
I knew that was
for a long time.
I didn't know it was because he was British.
Yeah,
or, allegedly British.
That's what I thought. I was like, no way, he's just fake clutching. I thought he was. So he's not. He has nothing to do with the UK. I thought he was like, yeah, on some 21 where he was like maybe there for a couple of years and then moved to Atlanta and then
You actually go look me up on like Google or I think even my Apple Music says that shit.
Birmingham, England.
I couldn't tell you why. Like I ask the label all the time. Like,
oh damn,
they didn't even do it.
I should probably fix that too. Yeah.
Same LARP as Lucy. What do you mean? What did they say about Lucy?
Yeah, I guess so. Like it's what it is. But I mean, as early as my work goes back, I always played with a lot of UK.
All them damn covers. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like, oh damn, he really putting on for his country, bro. Shout out him. That's fire. From the UK to Atlanta. That was something huge, right? New World Order. What else did he have? He had Pajama Time, Off the X, Rose, Came From Nothing, Revolution, No Ops, Backdoor, Skirt. What else did he have? He was repping the UK for a long time.
That's probably what from like 17, 18.
Larry being French?
Been like big into that type of shit. You know how when you're a kid, you go from this genre of music, and then you find out about Sex Pistols, and you know I was with Vivian Westwood. We just started fucking around with shit. So that's kind of how it started. Yeah. But I don't know who did that though. It's some kid.
It's funny because I'll see you rock like the UK flag here and there too. So I was like,
yeah,
this guy's really embracing
heavy.
Nah, for sure. It definitely like looks like I played into it, but I always been pushing the UK shit. Like I call my friends like instead of twin, I'll call them mate. It's so funny how it happened, but that was just
it's in his blood, but it ain't in his blood type thing.
Okay, well, what about What part of Atlanta did you grow up in? Like,
I grew up outside of Atlanta in Georgia. It's called it's called Macon, Georgia. It's not like country or anything, but it's smaller than Atlanta. It's like an hour out. I grew up around there. It was cool though. It was like
Those are nice
for a long
glasses.
time, that shit was like one of the like worst places to live, just like crime wise. But it was cool for me. You know, it wasn't bad. It just was like boring. I felt like I was way bigger than that. You know, I've proven that I am way bigger than that. So I just knew it wasn't my limit.
like, how do you feel like that kind of shaped your like personality growing up and like you as an artist?
I feel like Atlanta inspires the world.
That is
all the way
true.
from, like, swag,
Atlanta still has the
lingo.
same
Just like my earliest memories of
chokehold.
like the old Young Thug, like
You know.
old Young Thug, Rich
For the
Kids,
long. I mean, they shape rap. That's
Future.
them.
I can just like everything that goes on today has been going on for years and years and years. So just like it just and Atlanta
now he's a part of that
itself, it's
movement.
like everyone
sure.
feels like they're celebrity there. So you
That's
can't
what a
really
lot
go
of
big
people
on
say.
nobody
I like I've never been to Atlanta, so I don't know. But a lot of people say that.
in Atlanta because they're gonna treat you like you're regular anyway.
Right.
So I feel like when you come outside of Atlanta, your confidence is like the utmost high because everybody there is like, but that's goddamn, you know, that's skate. But that's this. Say my real name. You know, like it's just like that. So I feel like it builds everyone that comes out of there to just have like this different type of like hunger.
Yeah, I mean for sure. Well, aside from like I think you said Rich Kids like Young Thug, what was on like the Sk8Star like mood board growing up? Like what was cool to you and like
Everyone there can
artist-wise
rap,
and
even the average Joe.
culture-wise, you know?
Even
I
the
feel like I had,
bag
like, the
boy
same,
who bagging your milk can spit a crazy
Lord,
16.
Like a lot of kids that's in the underground shit. I was on the internet very early too. Like I had this auntie, my auntie whose house I used to go to. She had a computer. I was on her computer first, so I would just try to find everything I could find. So I got into like New Boys, and that's
New
where I got
Boys?
When they were like doing like the
Jerk.
and all that shit. So that's how
You
I
a
got
jerk,
into like
jerk,
what's
jerk,
the cat daddy,
jerk.
like the Rejects.
Okay.
The Cat Daddy?
So I got my first.
Forgot
like,
about
that's when
that.
I started getting into like.
So that's like what, 09, 08, somewhere around there?
And then it went to like Odd Future. And then it
Okay.
went to like then I got into
11,
like
12.
boom bap. Like I was deep into like Pro Era.
Joey Badass,
Joey
love him, man,
Badass.
nice.
Like I was
Okay.
deep into that type of shit.
Yeah, you're telling me you've been inspired by so many like different pockets.
That's
of
pretty crazy.
music, but I want to get to obviously your sound later and how much I do hear like authentic like
New
trap Atlanta in it.
Boys.
But
Facts.
now,
Definitely
what
hear
about
it.
your name? Like, is it because you were like super into skating or?
Let's
It's
go,
like
Bloody's
a little bit
popping.
of all of those things I just named, kind of. I was.
Because you mentioned Odd Future, I was like, oh, maybe you're super into skating. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you know.
Y'all know
like,
how
my
to skate,
mom,
chat? I know how to skate.
She used to always tell
Mafia,
me,
you know how
like,
to skate?
her parents didn't.
A little bit.
They didn't like limit her, but they didn't also let her know that you can like the world is yours type of thing. Like you can do anything you want, and like you actually could. So my
Hell no.
mom was like big on you can literally be whatever.
I can
you
do a
wanna be
kickflip
when we was
and
kids.
a
So
ollie, that's it.
At first, I wanted to be a basketball player, a soccer player, and then I think I just wanted to be a skater one day. I was like, yeah, I want to skate. And she bought me a skateboard, and I was fucking trash. Like, I couldn't skate at all, but like it was cool that she even let me do that. And for that short time period, I was big into like trying to be a pro skater. I was a kid. I was just how it is being a kid. But that's when I remember. I wish I could find them. But I had like old Instagram posts of just like me trying to post like Tyler the Creator, like on a skateboard and stuff. It was so
Nah,
cute.
to be honest, I wasn't really big on Odd Future Tyler because I say this all the time. When Tyler was first coming up, like when Goblin and what's the song where Tyler was rapping with the roach on his hand? I completely forgot the song
Yonkers.
name. Yeah, when Yonkers dropped, he terrified me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I was scared of that video and I just
scared
never
me.
got
When
into
I
it.
first seen that video,
Yeah.
it scared me.
Yeah, I was like, what? Maybe like 11-ish?
It's like MTV.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell? I was freaked out. So, no, I was never really big into Tyler. Until really like, maybe like Flower Boys when I really started going, really tapping into Tyler's music. And I absolutely love Tyler now. And looking back, like Yonkers and all that was super dope. But at the time, no, not
I
at
got
all.
my name from just like loving that type of shit.
Him and his
So that's
fan base
why
were weird
skate
as
fashion
F and
goes,
crazy.
like, hand in
Yeah,
hand.
for sure.
You had like the skinny jeans and like the big puffy shoes, or
Skinny jeans, Vans.
Osiris's?
I remember I used to wear flannels. I have like an old memory of my uncle on my dad's side. telling me like, oh, you can't have, because they took me to the mall. They was trying to buy me some Crocs, and I was like, I don't know fucking Crocs. And then he was like,
I wanna
"You
get a
can't
pair
have
of
swag
Crocs."
at 7. I'm like, who the fuck can have swag
Yeah.
at 7, nigga? But
I want to
in the
buy
South,
Crocs. They look lit.
we don't dress like that. So that's like, when they see you dressing like that, they call you like, oh, you a white boy, or like, you a skater boy. I was like, yeah, you right. And then I took the name and just made it my own. That's how it kind of came.
Yeah, that's
So
what's
where'd
up,
the
man.
star part
Yeah,
come
you definitely
from?
have like so much
Sk8Star.
lore about you I didn't know. Read somewhere that like growing up you wanted to be like an activist. Like
Yeah.
What?
A lot of my family, like older family, are.
That is so
a lot of
random.
time, like certain parts.
I never had a
of
pair of
them,
Crocs. Nah.
They would just tell me the history of all of these things, like these slave grounds, these are this and that, and then like I had family in Birmingham and Montgomery.
That is so
Alabama.
random. I
And
respect
my
it though.
granddad would take me to all of the like civil rights museums and stuff like that. Like he would make sure I knew my history like early on. I just found that shit so interesting. I don't know. My granddad especially, I wanted to be like an activist because he made me just understand the importance of my people and shit. So I was.
That's
big on
cool.
that.
You gotta
That's
respect
hence,
it.
like, why I, call
I do
myself,
have
like,
flip
the rebel,
flops,
got it tatted.
but
Like,
Crocs look pretty lit.
And even Owe, Owe means stand against oppression.
Jesus, yeah, he told me that. I remember.
So yeah, it's like my whole life kind of goes back into everything I've always been into, just in different ways. But in some way, shape, or form, I'm like still that way, or activist in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually it became like, that's how I got into like punk, because you know the original meaning behind being a punk was like standing against oppression, the government, you know,
Yeah,
the
corporate.
LGBTQ
Anarchy.
community. Like it was a lot of actual like political like standpoint they was really standing on back then. That's what I got into it. So it all kind of makes sense. I think punk,
that's cool.
it's watered down today, obviously, but yeah,
Oh,
the
really?
real meaning behind that shit was like what I was into. And that's kind of why I started pushing it at first.
How did you see like your
Let's
music
go, Ralph.
career panning out back then versus like where you are now? Like, did you have like faith that this would work or?
I was like, bro, I have to make this shit happen. I remember around that time. I was like, bro, it's
Got
more
to,
of
bro.
like,
You can't quit.
who do I gotta meet? Like where? Like I was really beating the street, like beating my feet for real, like trying to figure out where to go, where in Atlanta I can get my name at, who I can meet, what circle I can get around. Like I
Yeah,
was
it's a
doing
good
the, like,
interview.
science of the shit around that time. I didn't know where my music was gonna go because a lot of people wasn't really like fucking with me, especially like in Atlanta at that time.
And that's where you gotta give your credits to Days Within. People don't like Days, but you got to give Days Within his credit because he was basically the pioneer of pushing this whole OA collective.
Time,
Look where they are now.
important people who I thought was important at that time, they probably was like
Dave's
ego
track
up or
record
some
is
shit like
crazy,
that. I was
bro.
like, damn. It was a big moment for me around that time because that's when I realized like
That's what put me onto all them Days for sure.
I feel like every artist like had like that ego moment at some point,
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
and that
For
obviously,
free
like,
too,
probably
yeah.
fueled them to go crazy. Or like, what was that moment for you where you were like, damn, bro, like I need this guy to like fuck with me.
Gotta
what he's
respect
telling,
it.
you know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure people can put the dots together. It's not like that deep, but like
Yeah.
it was a certain underground scene who I feel like I was around in that time, and we all cordial now and stuff. But I just feel like if I was there and you know, and my music was good, just like their music was good, but you know, everyone has their time. I feel like
Facts.
also that was
Everybody has
also
their time,
prime,
bro.
like opium popping out time, so everyone felt like goddamn, I gotta go like this, I gotta go mysterious, like
Yeah,
if I pop off. So I felt like everybody's just like, it wasn't each one teach one. It wasn't get up and pull a hand back out. It was just like, yeah, I'm gone. So I feel like that was like, nah. I told myself then when I get in the door, I'm not doing it like that.
You feel like now, obviously now that you know you're getting a lot of praise, do you, when people try to reach out to you or try to hang around you and stuff, like, are you a little bit jaded or are you like, nah, man, I accept it. Like I was once like y'all, you know?
I accept it, but like I'm still very like cautious of my presence a little bit. Like just I'm never like a dickhead or an asshole, but I feel
Gotta
like some
stay
people
10
do certain
toes.
things just for to see what you would do, or like it's not genuine. So I feel like I'm good at like deciphering like what's genuine and what's not.
Yeah.
But you could ask around. Like I think I'm a pretty genuine, helpful, like humble guy.
Yeah.
I never changed on like my true like self and what I believe in.
Yeah.
But you definitely have to protect what you got going on because it's vultures out here. You know?
Of course.
So you gotta know.
Oh, we know about that.
Guys are-
Yo, what's up, guys? Don't mean
Golly.
spend all the recommended
Not lying.
percent of your earnings.
He's not.
I can't fix you.
At all.
The moment where you got like jewelry, that was like you and Dior, you like cried, like you were so emotional. Like tell me
That's
about
real,
that.
bro. I'm gonna do the same thing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bro, it's like, it's crazy because, like, bro, you grow up as a kid and you just look at these rappers and you just look at these certain types of people and what they're able to achieve. And now you're doing it. That's the craziest thing ever.
I had a few emotional moments like throughout.
It's like you
my,
did it, bro.
come
You're
up.
there.
I think that was very emotional to me because
It's
just
like-
no, we didn't do.
It's a little corny, but it's true. It's like, bro, your 12-year-old, 13-year-old middle school self would just be absolutely losing it. Like, bro, you did it. Like, that's crazy.
We done did so much
Insane.
like dumb like getting money things. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is like.
Bro, I'ma
we did
be a
so much
mess, bro.
stuff
Like,
trying
I'ma
to
be
get
a
here to where
mess,
we can
bro.
do it the legit way. So I feel like when we was actually able to go in there and like spend our real money on just like real diamonds, I'm like, damn, like you remember
did
when
it.
we just broke. Like I was really broke. So for me to be able to do that, I was like, damn, this shit mean a lot to me. So I don't
real.
really take in moments like that. I try to just live and think about it later. But that was one of them times where, and I also made the song Designer Junkie that's on the album that day.
That day.
It's
Right
real,
by that,
bro.
I guess.
Yeah, it was just like my whole mood when I just went tennis today. I was really talking about my day.
He is not capping.
Yeah,
I rock
that's
with
sweet.
it.
I mean, obviously, like I want to talk about the project. I feel like when I listen to it and when I look at it too, like even like the cover art, it just feels very like expensive, like fancy, elegant.
Yeah.
Tell me about like the.
I barely noticed he had an
name, just,
owl
like,
on
the
the
theme
cover. That's
behind it.
hard.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I want first.
Basically, like
of all,
seeing someone
everything was
riding your
very
dream
intentional
car,
with
and the next few years you're driving the dream
name-
car. That's
the
that's
name
emotional.
actually came
Yeah,
from, like,
it's insane, bro.
One of the bros.
It's like you did
told
it.
me in the song, like I'm a designer junkie. I was like, I'm gonna steal that. So I stole it.
Really?
And that's just like everything I am. The preppy swag, the blazers, the cardigans. Like I'm very in love with the elegant, fine, fine wine and dine type of life. It was almost like a manifestation because like obviously I'm not in the position I was a year ago. I'm more up now, but I want way more out of this shit. So like it was ultimately a manifestation of what I want my life and my career to look like. But yeah, we looked a lot into like movies, fashion.
What
the
movies?
main fashion inspiration for this was the Conan Balmain. It's like
Okay.
he was over Balmain like years and years ago. But
You could see it.
we was very intentional with everything about this album, and it meant a lot to me, all the way down to the cover, the everything.
Yeah, even like the beats, which I'm gonna get into in a sec. I hands down the best song is the first one with Teezus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I thought NSD was
I
better.
genuinely thought like
NSD
like,
was
a little lyric at
nasty.
first. 'Cause, yeah, I feel like their vocals are like so similar on that
You
song,
better
but
flip
in like
ice,
the
take
best
a
way.
light of green.
He's so ratchet, bro. He did what he's supposed to do on that song.
Yeah, but yeah, and I think No Compadre. Do you feel like that was a standout one, or
Oh,
was
that
there,
one's
like,
hard.
a favorite
That beat's
for you, or-
nasty.
I think that was a standout one just because I don't really do that a lot. And I feel like even the way I went on that song, like just because it was obviously like a form of like, I guess, rage or whatever.
Sort of.
It just meant a lot to me. But yeah, I think that's one of the favorites. My personal favorite is probably NSD.
with
or,
Teezus
yeah,
and
Diamond.
yeah. And there was a lot of
Hard.
piano throughout the album. and,
Yeah,
like,
I think that was more of Richie. Cause I was telling Richie at the beginning, like, bro, fuck that piano shit, bro.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I'm not on that. But he just trust me, bro. You always saying that shit. I feel like niggas not rapping no more, so I feel like a lot of the things
They're
I was
not.
saying on that album. Cause initially
That's
I
why it was
didn't
cool,
wanna make
cool to
that
see the album
that,
because
like,
he was rapping for
I
real.
didn't want it to have that many like slower vibes, but I was listening to what I was saying on these, and I was like, nah, this gonna, cause they love my old album, Holding Meaning, and I was like, yeah, this shit gonna remind them of that, just like the cause a kid once told me like he was talking about a lot of like real life shit that it helps me get through life.
oh wow.
So I wanted to just go back to that and just speak
Fire.
from my heart.
That goes with the album theme, you know. It feels like
The
elegant.
music?
Yeah, like I'm seeing the piano in particular. Like it goes with like
The elegance.
elegant theme, you know.
And the elegant shit also came from just like my favorite.
Great world building.
I watched a lot of movies, and I could like maybe the color grading of it, and I would take it to the team like, I like this color grade. Well, I always have
Hard.
referenced movies throughout my career too. If you pay attention, like my Rebel in the Room
Yeah.
mixtape was inspired
Nowhere,
by
I think it's
the
called.
film Nowhere.
Yeah,
by
that's
Gregor. I
that's a Mafia. Did you watch the movie?
Yeah.
You liked it or not? That's a psyched out
Couldn't
movie,
even
bro.
say if I liked it. It was
They
weird.
The movie is straight about just banging all day long.
Literally for like the whole entire movie.
But the set designs are crazy.
But for this album, I
Yeah.
was big into like Danny Boyle. My favorite movie is Train Spotting. You ever seen that?
What's it called?
Train Spotting. Yeah, my favorite movie is Train Spotting. I record a lot of.
They're just
from that.
straight
And
piping all
Have
movie.
you ever heard of Neo Renaissance?
It sounds so familiar.
It's
Yeah.
a type of like architecture. It helps you understand what elegance looks like.
Where do they have the architecture in the world?
Like Rome, Italy, Italy-ish.
It's some in New York, but I think most of it was like in Italy or
Okay.
like Paris or some shit. It's definitely overseas. But it's
Yeah.
some in New
Okay,
York
I
because
get it.
I was trying to find
Some like Cruel Summer type
a lot of
vibes.
places similar to it that I could shoot at.
I had to ask because I mean you brought up
Movies are very
right?
inspirational, for sure.
Someone told me that you
1000%.
actually have like a letterbox account.
Yeah.
Which is like
It's real.
that means you like really watch
Yeah.
films, you know? So like is there I'm curious.
I'm
so
about to
do you,
follow him
like,
on Letterboxd right
write
now.
Reviews on things, you read reviews, like what's the last one you did?
I actually do like reviews. It's so crazy. I
Y'all write reviews on Letterboxd? I personally don't. I just give it the
Nah,
stars.
I never look at.
No, I look at reviews, but I don't write them.
Well, I think the last one I did, it was some bullshit. It was this movie I went to the movies like a month ago and I watched this shit called Send Help. I forgot.
Send
all
Help?
that.
That's the one with the couple on the island.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch that and I got sick that day.
It was cool. It was
Yeah?
decent, but I haven't done a review in maybe like a month. But yeah, I get on there, I do my reviews, I give 3-4 stars. You know, I read other people's reviews.
That's real.
Yeah, I get nervous.
That's
about
real.
movies sometimes.
Hey, that's real though. That's how you do it.
It had to be a friend of mine.
That's how you have to do it, bro.
Yeah,
That's you know you're about that movie life if you're a Letterboxd demon.
I'm big into. I feel like it's just a lot of inspiration, in movies, bro. Especially like old ones.
Facts.
Like, I try to ask myself, was all of this shit fire because I was a kid, or like was it actually fire?
Part-time
When I go back
critic?
and watch them, like
Yeah.
this shit was actually fire.
Right.
So I think movies definitely maybe got a little watered down, but they're still great movies. You
Newer
have to find
movies,
out.
yeah,
It's still good movies.
Yes.
You know, I
Yes.
genuinely
very much have been watered down. For
In the
sure.
past 10 years. Yes.
Yeah, because even if you just look at certain movies, like they just look better. I don't know why. Even like the CGI was better back then. I just felt like a lot of movies nowadays are just very unoriginal, and like the ideas they had back then were just so psyched out and just so dope. But yeah, there's not too many good original movies nowadays. Not really.
maybe I read your review on Send Help. Because I remember I was reading reviews to be like, man, should I watch this? And it had like 93% on Rotten Tomatoes or something.
Yeah.
So, but you wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't. I mean, I would recommend it.
How much
I
stars
think
you give
on
it,
my
though?
review, I might have put like, it's a mind fuck. Like it's just like I didn't understand the plot. So that's why I would say like it's you. If you go watch it, just know you might go home without knowing.
This is a great interview.
Was about because I was like, well, what the fuck.
Those are the best movies in my opinion.
We definitely can't discuss.
We gotta
it
like watch like a
without going deep
breakdown
into,
after. I think
Richie
that's so
Sell.
sick.
Like, I mean, he executive produced it. He, I just want to know how that ended up coming like to be. You know, like, because I heard you were like trying to like send him music early on, but he wasn't like
Yeah,
taking it seriously.
bro. That's how it is with a lot of people though. Like, I was DMing Richie. Like, I DM'd him. I'm like, bro, I'm the hardest new guy out, bro. Like, you gotta send me music. And now knowing Richie, he checks all his DMs, bro. So like, he's like I was on the phone.
Yeah.
So he texted me back and was like, bet. I'm like, I'm screenshotting it. I'm posting it on Instagram. I'm like, oh yeah, Richie South Skate, we fucking up 2025. Never seen.
Oh, that was
me
in
a beat.
2025?
Yeah, never seen me the whole 2024. He never sent me a beat. So
Skate was cold
I
back in
forgot what I
2024
dropped,
too. I
but
wonder why.
He texted me and was like, nah, you was right. Like he was like, you was right. He's like a family guy. So he's like really into like relationships and communication and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't really get to work with Richie because he only likes to work with people who he feels like a real connection with. So we started just talking on the phone, just talking more and more. We found out that we was like had a lot in common. And then just from there, he just started sending me beats, and then I started telling him like my inspirations and like my favorite rappers.
It's meant to just put yourself out there because you never know what happens when you
Finding out that he
play out of
really made a lot of
confidence.
shit that I like. You know, I
Also,
started to do that
everybody
for, like,
sees
really
everything
deep.
too.
And then I really love.
Everybody
Future,
sees
you know, he found
and
Future.
knows
Oh yeah.
pretty much
so he
everybody.
showed me a lot of shit that him and Future did that the world haven't seen.
Oh, like unreleased music and stuff. Wow.
Slime showed me a lot of shit from Thug. He let me get on some of the same beats Thug and Future got on. You know, I never dropped them, but you know, he showed me a lot. He showed me, you know, he kind of telling me like OG like advice for real, just like as far as music, like you know, P.O. did this, you know, this how they did it. You don't gotta do it like this, but like this how professionals do it, type of thing. But I also give a lot of that credit to No Saint.
Oh yeah, he's amazing producer
Go.
and artist too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been me and him been cool since like 2021.
Yeah.
So I give a lot of that credit to him because a few of the hits off of that album came from No Saint. He quiet. But
No Saint's just a nasty prod.
crazy.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if this is like my brain speaking, but like for me, when an album is like 20 songs, like I think yours was literally exactly 20 songs. The beat isn't like crazy in the first 3 seconds. I probably skip, you know?
For sure.
And like I think one thing Richie did really well is like his melodies on his beats are so unique and insane. So like when I heard a song like No Compadres, like you can't skip that,
Can't skip
obviously,
it.
you know?
Beats
I tell
disgusting.
Rich, like, nah, bro, you send that pat to somebody else, bro. Like, this don't sound like me. After so much like talking, he knows what I'm going for. So he like, nah, we got to catch their ear like this.
Yep.
Catch their ear like this. But I'm like, why you ain't do that? He's like, nah, we're gonna say this for the next album. I hate it because he's like an uncle to me. Like, I'm like, man, fuck, bro, like, let's put it out now. He's like, nah, you ain't got there yet. Like, let's walk him into it. So he showed me a lot. He showed me a few things that, like, even with like what you just said, he probably told me like they're gonna be looking for this.
Yep.
So you gotta just take the advice.
I'm curious, what were like some of the beats that you didn't get to use?
We ain't sending no
Like,
packs. I ain't
you
gonna
had any
lie.
of the
We ain't
beats,
giving
like,
out no
unreleased ones,
packs.
or-
Okay, so the songs that didn't make
Bro, you gotta hear this beat that's coming out on Monday. It's disgusting.
Janky was a
It's
lot
disgusting.
more experimental.
Okay.
I will say, like, me and well, it was a song with just me, but now Peasy's on the song. I'm thinking about releasing that song, but it was just like it damn near has like a electronic feel to it.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it sounded like this.
That is electronic for sure.
Yeah,
It's hard.
You know? Sounds like it's gonna
Soft
sound
prod,
like
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's hard.
hard.
That's nasty.
So it's gonna have more of that vibe. To
I
it,
could see
but,
Peasy on that for sure.
I think I was scared, to be honest with you, because I have more songs like that. I think I was just scared to jump out there with it.
Really?
So yeah, I kind of played it safe a little bit, even though the beats were flawless on Designer Junkie. I think I played it safe.
Is it true that like Teases did?
He did play it a
version
little
of the
safe.
Songs, like half asleep.
It's very true. NSD, we have it on video. I might release it one day. NSD and Yan was made in the same night. So me, Diamond, and Teasers was in the studio. Probably had the flu or some shit. Like they both were just in there like sneezing. And Teaser was up for like a week, and he was asleep. Like the nigga just wouldn't wake up the whole session. I'm like, bro, get up, bro. He's like,
He didn't sound asleep on the song.
Yeah,
though.
that's
You
why
better
it was
flip.
so funny.
I used to take out
because,
like the
I think we
Grinch.
did Yan, but then I started.
Killed that
NSD,
verse.
And Diamond went in there, and it's funny because me and the bros joke a lot in the studio. We don't like rapping after Diamond, bro. Like
Why is that?
Diamond be fucking going crazy, bro. Like, Diamond be going crazy. So after that verse, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? So I did my shit, and Teasers was asleep, and then we woke Teasers
Block,
up,
switch,
and then he
sticks.
just went in there and started streaming. Like,
Yeah.
and it was fire though.
Just that's Teases.
That's Teasers. Like, this is him always. He just like super loud and just fire though. That's him. That might have been like my very last deadline to put the album in. So I was like, y'all don't, cause he called me and was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. So I'm like, I've been up, I'm sick. I'm like, you're not making the album if you don't pull up tonight, bro. It's over with.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I'm pulling up then. Like, that's how it happened.
That's what's up, man. Who's 2 questions. I guess like one, how did you get in OA? But then also like who's all in it?
Shit, that shit get deep. But I got into OA.
It's a good interview.
It's really called Dollar.
Yeah.
But I guess you could say OA now. But I got into OA years ago. I can't even remember how, or I think it was just one day. It was either the day Teasers got out of jail or like
Damn.
the week he got out of jail. Like I'm pretty sure he just said Teasers was always in fucking jail. Like Teasers was always in jail. So he got out one day and I pulled up on him at my boy Moses' crib and he was just like, "You OA?" I was like, "OA." And then since that day we just been locked in. It was like that. But I think OA in general, it gets deep, bro. But I can't say the names that like the world may know. It's like me, Teasers. That's a lot of niggas, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody you think is OA is OA.
Yeah.
For sure. It's a lot of people.
They deep as hell.
YSL,
It's like 3
rap,
different
like,
groups
it's
within
all-
OA. Yeah, it's like 4ET, and then it's like Dala, and then the whole Sicko. I don't even know. I'm
They're
lost.
like dreams put together
Right.
in a way. All of our idols and inspirations.
I know you're.
But
not,
they got a
like,
cool
directly
movement going on
signed,
for sure,
but-
though.
Or I could be wrong. I don't know. But you are like super
Yeah, it's
affiliated.
okay.
Like
That's
you
what I
guys
want to know.
Been in the studio a lot.
Because I haven't seen them
seen,
pushing that at all. So it kind of
curious,
meshed
how
into
did
Owe.
that happen? And like, how did that make you feel? Because for me, like, when I had met
It's Lil Yo Gang, the people with EA in their name.
like,
Lil
my role
Yo
model,
Gang.
it felt like all my hard work is
Oh, wait,
like,
Doll and
worth
Funk.
it finally, you know?
Yeah.
Did you kind of have a similar feeling, and like, how did that happen?
So it started with the Bada Beam Bada Boom song, Teasers and Diamonds.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. All it takes is one song. One song in your life could change, bro. And it don't have to be a hit. You just have to have the right ear catch it, and Jesus Christ, your life is different.
Our friend Muna,
She owns the club.
she owns the club Fiend. in
Your
Atlanta.
life's
You know Muna?
completely
so Muna posted
flipped upside down in the
song
best
or
way
spam,
possible.
And I guess Thug saw it.
What's good, Nightmares, Pop?
And the rest is history in that aspect. But,
That's so
they was
crazy, bro.
talking, Like, Thug posted the song. We're like, oh, it's fire, it's fire, it's fire. And then I think for months and months, though, 1300 Saint was telling me, like, bro, I've been telling Slime about you, bro. Like, I've been telling Thug about you. And I was like, that's fine. Like, whatever happened, I'll never get my hopes up. I'm like, whatever.
Oh,
whatever.
you know it,
So, like, I
Hongo?
want to fly him out. They was like, it's one more, though. It was like, it's Teasers Diamond, but you got to hit Skate. Like, everybody was like, nah, you going to love Skate. Like, Skate is like,
Facts,
when you hear
Spencer.
it, you going to understand what we saying.
Have that
Yeah,
connection
fly
or
him
that
out,
bridge.
So they flew all of us out. And, we just pulled up on him. Like, he was sitting in the room. He was just
Damn.
chilling.
That's
I was
crazy.
like, damn, that's Young Thug. Like, bro, you
Yo,
know,
that's
you know,
crazy, bro.
like, bro, I'm big on Young Thug.
That's
bro. Like,
Thug.
I was a kid, like,
The GOAT.
young. So he's in there chilling. And I'm like, I'm
Icon,
starstruck,
bro.
I'm not gonna lie. But he was so, like, he just a regular guy. Like, he was in there chilling. He like, oh yeah, what y'all was doing? Where you was at? Blah, blah, blah.
Where you
I'm
was
like,
at?
"Damn, he just like me. So we're in there
Where
chilling.
you was at?
He playing the album. This right before Ooh I Scooty come out. Just like right before it came out.
Where you was
So
at,
he playing
kid?
us the album. He's showing us the white face, the cover.
What was your reaction? You're like, what the hell?
That's
The
so
cover's
crazy.
hard.
But he was showing us that shit. I'm like, damn, I'm really in here like listening to his music, like his unreleased music. I was just asking him this shit. I'm like, yo, who on this song? Like, I'm just trying to talk to him. I'm just asking him shit. I think after he got done playing the album, he was like, y'all young nigga play something. And then somebody was like, Skate, go get the aux. And then I played him Too Sexy. He loved it. I think it was Too Sexy. It was something, but he was loving that shit. I was playing it, and 1300 Saint texted me while I was in the studio. He like, nah. He like, play this. He like, play this song. He
He
gonna love this
texted
song.
you while you guys are
While
on
we
there.
he throwing the oop. He like, play this song. So I played that song. He like, what? He like, oh hell yeah, boy, you trim.
No, sorry.
So, because he knew what he would like.
He knew what he would like. Like, he was overly trying to like throw the alley oop. Like, I shout out 1300 Saint. Even though I didn't sign to him around that time, he's just very supportive. That's why I love him, because like he never like shunned me away.
Like, he doesn't have to do that either, you know.
He just that's why you see so much like a Young Thug shows love to Sk8Star. Like I really appreciate him still putting his arm around me, even though I wasn't there. I'm not actually signed.
So
to
you
him. I
denied
appreciate
signing
it
to
a lot.
YSL.
I'm a very big Young Thug fan. That meant
I think that was
my
a good move,
biggest
honestly.
idol. It was so funny because I was
Yeah.
with him one day like, in Atlanta, and he like walked up the stairs.
That's a pretty bold move to make too, saying no to Young Thug. I respect it.
Yeah.
times, and then like I think
Shows
we
his
was
confidence
in
with
each other
himself.
sometimes. I'm like, damn, I gotta speak to him. And I feel like we both were just like trying to figure out what to say, and then we ended up just having like a conversation about. I think I asked him like why was he wearing all that Balmain back in the day? Like I was like, what made you wear this? Like what made you wear them long ass V-necks? Cause I like him, man. He just put me down. Like, yeah, I've been on this. He popping me. You know how he is. So like, it was cool. Just a cool moment to ask your
Damn,
favorite
long-ass
artist,
V-necks.
like, real questions you've been having.
Have you guys ever
Oh my God.
recorded like a song together that's not out yet, or?
We haven't made a song. That's what I really want to make a song.
yeah.
I think
He hasn't?
It's overdue. I think we both want to
damn.
do it. We just gotta make it happen.
I thought they would have
Yeah, I
had a
think
couple
it's
tracks in the
easy,
tuck.
bro. You would definitely hear some Skate Thug shit in the future.
Okay. Obviously, the people in YSL right now, Owe, even you, like, you can tell you are very influenced by like the Thugs, the Futures, Cardis. But like, what do you feel like separates your generation from those artists? Like, what are you guys doing different? You feel like?
I feel like there was unity then, and I feel like the underground lost unity for like maybe like almost 10 years. So I definitely think we're bringing back unity for sure.
Yeah.
Pushing like we all one. Nobody's bigger than we have meetings and talks all the time of just like we can never go big on each other. We can never. No man is bigger than the other. We all one. I feel like Teasers and Diamond bring like a all of us really, but I feel like especially them two, they bring like a rock star like feel to YSL. Like Thug always have been like very outlandish with style and music, but I think they bring like a new rawness to that.
It's nice. What is that, blazer,
competitiveness
cardigan type
within
thing?
Owe, like
It's hard.
Oh yeah.
we come back, like we come to the studio, like Teaser showed me the chain, the watch, you know, it's, or just like even the photo shoot, or it was something cool. Teaser told me the other day. It was a picture I posted on my page not too long ago, maybe like a couple weeks ago, and he told me, he was like, I love how you do just everything so like just like high. It's like just cinematic.
Okay.
He's like, I love how you
Yeah.
do your photo shoots, your videos,
Like high end.
high end.
Yeah.
He was like, I really feel like you one of the only people that still inspire me. I was like, it's fire to hear
Wow.
from you because like you going crazy right now. So
Sorry.
like, that's just to show you how like, just like how humble we all are.
That's really cool, and I feel what you're saying. How important do you think like a big cosign is right now in rap? Because I see like two sides to it. You know, there's like the side of, all right, you got cosigned by like a Cardi or like a Drake.
Depends
But
on
the
who it
other
is.
Side, there's just like what I think is cooler is like just coming up with like your bros. You know.
It was a time period where, Cardi was calling my friends and telling them like, you know, I fuck with Skate. You know, Thug,
Hard.
I fuck with Skate, and we thought that was the biggest thing in the world, and it is. You know, it's great to hear your favorite rappers tell you that, but what they have going. One thing I had to learn, and I just learned that from being around, you know, a lot of my OGs and shit. Like the biggest thing you can get out of this is just like pushing what you pushing, because they already pushed what they had to push to get to where they at. So like, if you overly just like depend on that, it's like you're just gonna look like a disciple of this. So it's nothing wrong with that, but I think if you really strive to goddamn push what you push in your own wave, it'll make way more sense and it'll be more beneficial.
Carry your own
when you
identity.
get there. But I will say it's a long battle for all of us because like we are trying to like put ourselves on, like, cause I still to this day don't have a big feature on my catalog, you know.
That's true.
So it's definitely a
Skate's
struggle,
really
but, like,
well
it's
spoken.
beauty in
He's
every
dope.
struggle, you know.
No, I feel that. Man, you mentioned something earlier about like, you know, you and Peasy doing music. Crazy, I could be wrong.
They gotta put
but
Skin
I
on the
remember
runway.
when
I know
Until
he'd be down to
Japan's
do
Alice
that.
video came out. Both of you guys are like cameos in it, like in
Yeah.
the back somewhere.
Facts. Me and
Peasy
Peasy are
was in that
the Alice
video?
Tell me about that. Are you,
I did not know
like,
that.
I think that was
Ah.
you Until Japan.
Yeah.
knew
I
Skate
think that
was
was
in
my
that.
first day meeting Peasy. Like I was already following Peasy on Instagram. It's like real Peasy lore. Like it's like back when Peasy was just popping on TikTok, like just posting his fit pics on TikTok and shit. It's way before like
He did Cloud 44? Sk8Star?
That day
When?
he told me like, yeah, I'm
For
gonna
44
move to
day
New York
they did there?
soon because I want to be a model. So like everything we were saying we were gonna do, we did it.
Right.
But that happened just like I was friends with Japan. My old album Holding the Meaning, Japan mixed that shit.
Light Ice?
Oh, wow.
On Discord for me.
Wow.
I never even know how to work Discord. He was like, yeah, join this call. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But I joined it and I watched them mix my album, and I just thought that was always so real.
That's real?
I tell them that all the
Oh,
time, or I bring it up every time someone asks that. But I met him then, and he, you know, Japan is younger than me. He's a little younger than me, so I just wanted to put my arm around him and tell him like, you one of them, like you one of them ones, like go, and he did that. So but that particular day was just like, I'm real cool with Shane the Shredder. That's who shot that video.
Yep.
They told us he just had a video.
Shane
and I
the
pulled up on
Shredder.
Reach just support.
I think I read somewhere that like Japan was supposed to be on the album.
The Nets been
I'm
Kids
curious,
Take
like, do
interview, Kids Take Over
you guys
interview would
have
be
music that you're gonna
a very
put out?
hard watch.
Definitely, I want to release music.
Nah, Skate's really
He's
dope. This
one
is
of
a
the
great
few
interview.
artists who I feel like, I would just sound great with.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can expect that me and Japan music on the way,
Cool. Yeah, I was.
and a couple more artists too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like who? Like.
I dropped a couple. I got Che hit me up the other day.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna save the other one. The other one's big.
That's hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, the thing is, like, I can't even
Che
really
it
hear that
ska-
because
Che it
I don't
skate?
hear you on like the distorted.
That's
wave
interesting.
stuff, you know.
But I don't even think he hit me up for that.
Okay.
I don't know. You would have to just see. But we do. I mean, we got some shit. But I think that's the other thing.
There
I
is
feel
a
like
Diamond
a
interview.
lot
I
of
believe they
people
have
don't
one
know I
already
can
with
do that. I
Kids Take
could do
Over.
that. I just feel like I'm damn near a boomer. Like my ears don't even work that way no more.
Facts.
So I could do 808s, but it's like to a certain degree. But I also love a lot of his melodic shit too.
Like
So,
yeah.
He does have good melodic
all
stuff.
that type of shit.
I think he does
So
better.
I feel like our
on
worlds
that.
sound cool together.
I want to know. So we've clarified you're not actually from the UK.
Yeah.
You know what? By the way, what the thing was, I think you said you have family in Birmingham, Alabama. People probably thought it was like Birmingham in the UK.
That's probably what it is actually.
Yeah. But I guess my question is like, I can really hear you with some of like the new generation UK artists, in particular like I think you and Femi Guerrero would make like a really
Femi?
Yeah.
Him and Jim would be
You guys make a
nasty.
great song. Like, who from the UK do you want to work with?
Lance. I love
Nancy
I
Cold.
love Lance Ford. I think he's just like damn near like the second, third comers of Michael Jackson. Like
I was just about to say that. Holy.
into
He gives Michael
vocally,
vibes.
though, like vocally, I feel like Lance.
I seen like his creative director today like post something about Michael Jackson too.
Fire. I love the way he's able to like put swag and substance in a song. That's what I try
Skate's
to,
a
like,
geeker? I don't
That's
know.
the same thing that
Ask
Future does
him.
so well, and that's something I strive for in my music. So I really fuck with Lancey. Dean Blunt. I really want to make a song with Dean Blunt. I know he's like he in the shadows somewhere. It's hard to get Dean Blunt outside.
You ain't gonna
I
find
love
bro.
Dean Blunt.
Dean Blunt hard.
Skepta would be cool. And like you said, the newer guys too. I love all the newer guys. Fake Me, goddamn Femi, YT. I like the new. I'm hip for sure. Like Skywater.
Yes. I think it's really cool. Like, we've seen like your progression. You know, like even just a year.
I
ago,
forgot
like,
Scott
bro,
was from the UK.
Even your
Like, I just don't
demeanor,
associate
everything
him
is
with
just,
the
different.
UK.
What's kind of like your message for the youth like watching this right now?
Throughout my time of just like doing this shit, I've seen a lot of people lose themselves, just like trying to follow the wave, or just like it can be a struggle trying to just like run your race while you watching somebody else's race, you know. And I see.
That's why you gotta know who you are.
But you gotta really be like true to yourself, because even if you want to be an artist or whatever you want to be, people gonna like you for like what you have going on, like what makes you. So you kind of gotta like play into that more. Don't ever like run away from who you are. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
It'll all work itself out.
Lovely, bro. I appreciate it so much.
It's a great interview. Holy.
KTO.
KTO.
It's one of the best KTO interviews I've
Well,
honestly
thank you guys
seen
for watching
from an
the
artist.
Sk8Star interview.
He killed
The
that.
interview next week is actually really sick too. It's with a female artist that is also kind of in our scene.
Probably
You can
Trim.
probably guess who that is. I know that was very broad.
Trim probably.
I'm gonna be uploading that while I'm in Brazil. Cause in a few days I'm going to Brazil.
It's getting
and
funky.
doing this so that I could vacation and have like a bit of self-exploration. If you've been watching the vlogs, you know that's a big goal of mine this year, and I don't want to always be working. So I'm gonna be half working there, and I'll upload that. So yeah, wish me a good trip, and I'll see you guys next week.
W interview. Holy. That was a great interview, bro. Shout out Sk8Star. Like I said, I've never seen a Sk8Star interview. I don't think I have. And yeah, he's dope.